I jolted awake, heart pounding. Something was wrong. The air felt thick, oppressive. Shadows danced on the walls, taking on sinister shapes. I tried to move, but my limbs were heavy, as if weighed down by an invisible force. A chill ran down my spine. This wasn't my bedroom. The familiar comfort of home had been replaced by a twisted version of reality. Everything seemed off-kilter, distorted. Panic began to set in as I realized I was trapped in a nightmare.
Welcome to your worst fear.
I recognized it instantly. It was the voice of my ex, Sarah. But how could that be? We hadn't spoken in months.
You have one chance to save yourself. Fix what you've broken, or face the consequences.
My mind raced. What did it mean? What had I broken? As the realization dawned on me, a new presence made itself known. Something was coming, something hungry for revenge. The air shimmered, and a grotesque figure materialized before me. It was unlike anything I'd ever seen. Part human, part beast, it towered over me. Its skin was a patchwork of scars and broken hearts. Its eyes glowed with an otherworldly hunger.
I am the love monster. I feed on broken relationships, on shattered dreams and unfulfilled promises, and you, my friend, have provided me with quite a feast.
The creature circled me, its claws leaving trails of fire in the air.
Every Valentine's Day I rise to claim my victims, those who have failed in love, who have broken hearts and left a trail of misery in their wake.
Its words cut deep, each syllable a reminder of my past mistakes. I struggled to comprehend the nightmare I found myself in. This monster, this embodiment of failed love, was here for me. It hungered for the pain I had caused, the relationships I had carelessly discarded. And now it seemed I would pay the ultimate price for my actions, unless I could find a way to fix what I had broken. The love monster's ultimatum echoed in my mind. Fix my relationship with Sarah, or die. It seemed impossible. Our history was a roller coaster of highs and lows. We'd been on again, off again for years. Each reconciliation brought hope, only to be dashed by another bitter argument. I closed my eyes, remembering our last fight. Harsh words were exchanged, doors slammed. We both said things we didn't mean. Or did we? The uncertainty gnawed at me. How could I mend something so thoroughly broken?
Time is running out. Every second of hesitation feeds my hunger.
I knew I had to act, but where to start? Our relationship had been a minefield of misunderstandings and unmet expectations. I took a deep breath, steeling myself for the challenge ahead. To fix this, I would need to confront my own shortcomings. The times I'd taken Sarah for granted, the promises I'd broken, the trust I'd eroded. It wouldn't be easy, but with my life on the line, I had no choice. I had to find a way to rebuild what we once had.
You can do this. Remember why you loved her in the first place. Find that spark again.
I had to find a way to rebuild what we once had. As I grappled with the daunting task of rekindling my relationship with Sarah, another obstacle reared its ugly head. Jealousy. The green-eyed monster that had plagued our romance from the start. It whispered doubts in my ear, fueling paranoia and mistrust.
Yes, let the suspicion consume you. Let it poison your attempts at reconciliation.
I shook my head, trying to clear the toxic thoughts. I couldn't let jealousy win. Not this time. I forced myself to confront the root of my jealousy. Was it insecurity? Fear of abandonment? Whatever it was, I knew I had to overcome it. The love monster had made it clear. Any hint of fighting or mistrust would spell doom for my efforts. Pushing aside the urge to question Sarah's every move, I focused on trust, on the good times we'd shared, on the love that had brought us together in the first place. It wasn't easy, but with each positive thought, I felt the love monster's grip on me weaken. I was on the right track, but the battle was far from over.
The love monster's presence loomed large, a constant reminder of the stakes. Failure wasn't an option. The consequences were too dire to contemplate. Yet, as the protagonist struggled to heal his relationship with Sarah, the monster delighted in describing his potential fate.
If you fail, your heart is mine. I'll devour it while you sleep, leaving nothing but an empty shell.
The imagery was vivid, terrifying. I could almost feel those razor-sharp talons piercing my flesh. The pressure was immense. Every misstep, every wrong word could be my last. The love monster fed on my fear, growing stronger with each moment of doubt. I tried to push the thoughts of failure from my mind, but they persisted. What if I couldn't fix things with Sarah? What if the damage was too great? The monster's words echoed in my head. I would die in my sleep, my heart consumed by this creature born of broken love. The alternative, success, seemed increasingly out of reach. S3. Media. Ominous voiceover with visuals of past failures haunting the protagonist's dreams. Many have tried. All have failed. What makes you think you're any different?
Time was running out. The protagonist could feel the love monster's patience wearing thin. Its hunger grew with each passing moment. He had to make a choice: fight for his relationship with Sarah or succumb to the monster's appetite. There was no middle ground.
I thought of Sarah, of the love we once shared, of the potential for happiness if we could only overcome our past mistakes. But doubt lingered. Was it too late? Had too much damage been done? The easy path would be to give up, to let the monster claim its prize.
But as you stand on the precipice of decision, something stirs within you, a resolve you didn't know you possessed. Think of the huge sum of money promised if you succeed. More importantly, think of the life you could have with Sarah. A life free from the shadows of past failures.
With newfound determination, I made my choice. I would fight for love. I would heal our broken relationship, no matter the cost.
The love monster howled in rage, sensing his decision. But the protagonist stood firm. He would face his fears, confront his mistakes, and choose love. Because in the end, love was the only thing worth fighting for, even in the face of death itself.